competition. Thank you for your interest. We will return in just a few minutes. And we're off. On this run, we're only going to have one robot running. This is Case Western Reserve University. This is their second run. This robot actually has some interesting wheels where they can steer in. Check that out. They steer in, and the whole robot can rotate around its center. Very novel and innovative design. It is risky, though, because it's got more moving parts than other designs. But it seems to be working for Case Western Reserve. So the robot is lined up with the direction that it needs to be driving in order to get across the obstacle field.
So it looks like they were prepared pretty quickly. They didn't even need the entire duration of the time to set up.
That's true. They didn't use the entire 5 minutes, which is going to actually help us get more robots run today. All right, they're going across the obstacle field. Now, these wheels are very interesting design. I don't know if you can see them in detail on the camera, but these wheels are the tread on these wheels is kind of inverse. It's like there's cups, there's voids in these wheels as opposed to things sticking out. They're actually cups that are sticking in concave-wise to these wheels, which is a very interesting design. They're also carbon fiber composites wheels, which is a very strong material, and it also saves on weight. So they're trying to minimize the weight on the robot by using some carbon fiber composites. Now it looks like their digger has made it over the line. So if they can get their robot into digging mode by getting those turning wheels out of the way, we should be able to see some digging here.
Here we go.
This is exciting for Case Western Reserve.
This design is actually pretty different than what we've seen all afternoon. Oh, and here he goes.
It is a very unique design. You can see how sometimes these buckets can kind of get stuck. This crushed volcanic rock that we're using actually resists your digging forces. It's a lot harder to dig in this crushed volcanic rock than in sand, which is what a lot of the students are used to practicing in. But all you got to do is just kind of ease into it. If you try and push too hard, it'll resist your digging forces. But if they're careful and slow and steady, sometimes wins the race. So we'll see how they do. It looks like they're getting bucketfuls into their system and dumping lots of bucketfuls from their bucket ladder system into their onboard hopper.
So they're digging pretty deep in one place here. Are they trying to get to that mineral water ice level?
I don't think they are getting very deep. They would have to go much deeper than this in order to get down to those buried rocks, which the judges have buried underneath, several inches beneath the surface, in order for a robot to dig down pretty far in order to get there.
In which they would get extra points for that.
They would get a lot of extra points if they were able to get down into those rocks that are buried underneath. But it looks like this system has plenty of length on their ladder system, their plunging ladder system. So if they continue to dig in one spot and are able to go deeper, there is a chance that they could get down into those buried rocks. But it seems like their system gets a little bit hung up, and they have to back out their plunger and try again, which is a good solution. That's good problem solving. It is taking away precious time from their run, though. There you can see the students. They're all gathered around their computer screens, giving each other feedback, looking at the data. They have to make a decision how long to dig. They've used up almost half of their time so far. Are they gonna continue to dig, or are they gonna go ahead and try and dump once and then risk coming back and digging some more and trying to get 2 cycles in?
Well, let's see how much time do we have.
They're halfway done. They're 5 minutes in. 5 minutes remaining. The students can see a timer. There's a screen right in front of them in the control center that has this timer. It also has the scale, the value of regolith on the scale. Okay, I think they're gonna call it.
Looks
and
like
go back and dump, and then come back for a second run. This is a conservative approach. They'll at least, even if something happens on their second run, if they don't make it back for some reason, at least they'll have whatever they deposited in this first run.
True, as long as they get at least 10 kilograms.
That's true. That's a qualifying score. So as long as they get that, they will be in the running. So you can see they adjusted the angle of the robot just there. This robot is a very interesting wheel design. It does take several seconds to adjust the robot's angle. So I hope that pays off for them. It is
okay.
using
Come
up
on.
some time.
Come on, go. All right.
This is a beautifully designed robot. When you see that close-up view, you can see all the different angles in this robot's design. They've started out with sheets of metal, but then they've etched out all these designs to remove metal, probably to make it more lightweight. But it's also very beautiful when you look at the final robot. So the bucket ladder system is still going, probably making sure they're all completely emptied out. Now that bucket ladder arm is probably going to have to get out of the way in order for the dump truck mechanism. Hopefully, we're about to see the dumping mechanism. So on the side camera view, the students are looking at that side camera view so they can see exactly how the robot is lined up with the hopper. Here comes the dump bed. Under 3 minutes remaining. Less than 3 minutes remain in this run. We seem to hit a hard stop. Oh, so they don't have to dump it. They have a conveyor belt. So this is
very clever.
Yes. So some of the teams you'll notice they have to dump. They have to lift this dump bed up way up to a high angle in order for the regular simulant to fall out. But this team, they only have to lift it a little bit, and then they turn on their conveyor belt, and out comes the regular simulant. You can see just a little bit is actually pouring out onto the ground instead of going into the...
Yeah, they are losing a little bit.
They're losing a little bit on the ground. So that's something that they might be able to look into, see if there's any way they can keep that loss from happening. This is actually, I forgot for a second there, this is actually their second run. So they were not able to get any regolith on their first run. So this is their second chance to get, look at the team. They just topped out more than 10 kilograms on the scale, and you saw their reaction. They were really, really happy to see that on the scale. Give the scale a second to settle down, though. Yep. It's over 10 kilograms. And you can still see regolith coming out, regolith simulant, and you can still see there's some piles of regolith simulant on the screen that the judges are going to be able to get onto the scale. We're close to 13 kilograms right now on this robot, and the conveyor belt is still conveying this regolith simulant out of that dump bed. So the team is very happy with that performance. I don't think they're going to go back for more. There's only 30 seconds left in this round. So they actually timed it very, very well, because their robot is just towards the end of being emptied out. And as the time runs out, we're under 20 seconds in this round.
They're still going. How many seconds do we have remaining?
10 seconds left. So the judge is going to be telling them when to stop the motion on their robot. And they took their dump bed back down. So that does it for Case Western Reserve University. They ended up with more than 11 kilograms on the scale, and it could actually go up from there as the judges work out the last bits of regolith through that screen and get them onto the scale. So great job, Case Western Reserve University. I know that by their reaction, I know they're really happy with that. With that run, especially since they got 0 kilograms on their first run. So we've got a bunch of students in the audience right here. I wonder if any of them would like to say anything about their team or about their school or about what they saw here during their run. We have a volunteer.
Hi, and what is your name?
I'm Kayla.
Are you part of the RMC team or here to cheer on your team? Or
I am the team lead of our team.
Okay, and how many years have you guys been doing this?
We've been doing this. This is our 5th year at the competition, but we kind of reworked our team the last couple of years. So it's kind of our 2nd year with our reformulated team.
Okay, so what kind of challenges have you seen, and how have you overcome some of those challenges?
This year was the first year we really strongly employed the system engineering methodology. So a lot of this year was working at the kinks on how to get that to work effectively. In terms of the actual robot design, you can see ours is a bit different from most of the other ones, because what we really wanted to do was to try to mine the gravel. So I don't know, I couldn't really tell if we got the gravel during the run, but most of our design went towards being able to reach and hold the gravel.
So did you just mention that the folks on your team are fairly new?
Yes. For the most part, yeah.
Well, welcome to the competition.
Yeah, we primarily are consistent of freshmen and sophomores with some handful of juniors and 2 seniors. So.
And you are?
I'm a senior.
Congratulations. Are you going to come back and cheer on the future teams?
Most definitely, at least on the live stream.
So they were trying to go for the hidden gravel that the judges have buried beneath the surface. Now, we'll find out later when the judges put in the final numbers, but even if they were not able to get to the gravel, I think that robot, given more time, definitely had the arm length. It could have gotten way down there if it had given more time. So, looking ahead, next up, we're going to have Colorado School of Mines and Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, a local team from just up the road. So don't go anywhere. You are watching the 8th annual NASA Robotic Mining Competition here at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex in Florida. It looks like Tori's getting set up to talk with some more of the students from that run. So, Tori, what have you got for us?
Hey, Kurt, I've got Reese and Michael here with me, and guys, what's your thought? How do you do?
Oh my God.
So yeah, this is the first time ever this team has qualified a score over 10 kilograms. Not only that, but we've had our system accomplish what we've been trying to have it do for the entire year. We are a system that's tried to reach gravel, and we've reached an unprecedented amount of gravel for this year of competition.
That's all I wanted. I wanted to get gravel, and we got gravel, and I'm so happy.
Well, I can feel the excitement. We are so happy for you and thrilled that you're here. So congratulations.
Thank you. It kind of says it all.
Yeah. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad. All right, thank you guys.
All right, thanks.
Awesome. We loved watching your reaction on the TV. We were watching you guys in the control room.